Good day, everyone. This is John Scarborough. This is the back side of our little pig fence we got in here. You can tell the pigs aren't in there because it's needing to be grazed. So they're not in this portion right now. But you can see kind of what we got going on. I wanted to show y'all a little reference to a YouTube short video that I did, and it was right in here. So the power is actually turned off right now because we were just working on this. But these right here, I showed these little connectors right here. This is a little, well, it's a homemade T-post clip is what it is for your deal. I cut that at about 1.5 inches. I tried 2 inches, it stuck out. I mean, of course, you can go out as far as you want, but it was just a little bit too far. But 1.5 inches seems to be about as short as you can go without risking these being too close together. And then also, you know, having your holes to such a degree where it's, you know, it kind of sacrifices the strength. But what I wanted to show about the advantage of these is you can tell, I'm not sure if I can show you that in the camera, but that is not in a straight line. Like, can you tell that? So there's pressure being pulled outward on that T-post. So that's what I like about this design, is this works really good for coming around corners and pulling tension. It works really good for going around corners going the other way. And it works very good, of course, for running wire straight. This right here is one of my favorite ways to do that. I'm gonna try to get a good shot there so y'all can see everything I got. It's twisted off the back there, and then it's twisted in here, and I like that. And so since this is powered off, I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all. I like it because there's movement. Okay, it's not terribly rigid, but there is some movement there. Okay, so what that's offering me is, you know, something can afford to bump that without that just ripping off or tearing up. Okay, and I didn't twist this up so tight. I made it to where this can be moved up and down. I'm sorry, I don't have y'all in frame. I'm trying to focus there. Okay, so this wire can still be moved up and down, but then also you've got movement there. So I'm going to show you another application that we did, and that was in another YouTube short. So I'm going to walk down here and step over this wire, walk out through this woods real quick. All right, so this is coming up to our driveway portion in here. It's about time to weed eat this. You do have to weed eat these fences for pigs a little bit more often. I'll walk over here real quick. So since this is turned off, this is a great time to show y'all more of this. So this is a different application. And this one, notice how that's much more rigid. That is there, like it's not moving. So if I get into this angle, you can tell that I'm actually bending this way. So when you bend outward or you go straight, you don't need it to be rigid. You need it to be able to move. But when you go around a corner this way, you're pushing pressure such that it can, I haven't had it happen, but it can flop downward. In theory, it could, if something hit it hard enough. So we actually do a double wire there. And so we do 2 holes right there. So we got the same thing going on here. And then we've got 2 holes, one in the back, and that ties straight back. That's your initial original hole, okay? So you tie that on. You do everything the same. You tie that on just like you normally would, and then you drill your other hole. Once it's already tied on, you put this one through farther in the front, and you go down with it. You come down right there, and then you tie it off to the side. Try to get it in the frame there. So you see how I tied it off to the side there? The grass is making it to where stuff's not wanting to get good picture, but so essentially that's all it is. So one going straight back and then the other one going down, that makes that into a rigid, immovable fastener, okay? So that's what I do when I'm wrapping corners going around that way. So anyway, guys, I just kind of wanted to show that, a little quick video showing a little bit more. I'm probably going to do a video, another video showing me going through and making these different ones. If that's something that y'all are interested in, then y'all just put that in the comments. But all this is electrical grade PVC. I've had a lot of people tell me, oh, well, there's no reason to use that electrical grade. I just use regular PVC, it's cheaper. Well, it is cheaper. This stuff's quite a bit more expensive. But when you're talking about 1.5 inches, that is not very much cost even for the more expensive stuff. Okay, so that's the first thing. But secondly, this stuff right here has actually got UV protection. And when I'm doing something long term, I want it to last. I want to not have to ever think about it. Okay, so the other stuff will work, but I have used it. Okay, and I will tell you that eventually it will give way in the sun when it's under pressure. When it's not under a lot of pressure, it's not that big of a deal. You know, it can just sit there. But when it's under a lot of pressure, then you'll find out the difference in buying the gray stuff versus buying the white stuff. So anyway, guys, as always, don't forget to like and subscribe.